What's up, LG family? It's another week out on the road. Figured this week I would actually start off the beginning of the week with actually talking to y'all. Real quick, before I get into anything, first of all, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, greatly appreciate you all being here. It's cool to have new LG family members join us week after week, and that's either on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, and I know I got Twitter, but ain't much going on over there. And for those of you that return week after week and continue to watch my videos, you are amazing. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for all of you. And yeah, to be a part of the LG family, you just have to watch a video and you're officially one of us. You don't have to subscribe, but I'd greatly appreciate it if you did, because it totally helps out the channel. So thanks a bunch if you do. And yeah, so it's another week out on the road. This morning I actually got unloaded when the sun was down. We were delivering those loaders. Dang, my nose. We were delivering that load of shingles up here in Minneapolis, and we're actually getting loaded right now, as you can tell by the truck moving around with more shingles, and we're headed to Nebraska. Sleeping Beauty, she's still passed out in the back, so she'll be joining us momentarily to secure this load. But you guys all saw Loadsy cameraman for Shingles in last week's video, so we'll kind of breeze through it in this week's video, and yeah, all that good stuff. But check, make sure that everything's going good. Couple things that I did want to cover with you guys real quick. One, if you guys have noticed, this last week there was a couple polls that I put out talking about some LG merch, and yeah, we got some stuff coming down the pipeline. First thing that I plan on doing, obviously, is going to be the hat that you guys see in the videos. I'm planning on doing this as the first merch, and I got some t-shirt ideas with a local company in town where I actually live, and super excited about that. And yeah, we locked down the LawfulGiraffe.com. That domain is officially ours. We are in the process of building a website, and I'm hoping to have merch up and running by maybe mid-spring, maybe the end of spring, but just in time for summer. And it's super nerve-wracking. A lot of work goes into it, but I can't wait until it's all completely done and you all can see what we're working with. I'm super excited about the shirts. They're pretty badass, and I feel like the hat is just a staple of the channel. I don't know, it's my thing. I love it. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna go ahead, jump ahead, and we're gonna secure this load of shingle. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright, real quick, as you guys see this load right here, we picked up in Nebraska yesterday, and we're delivering in West Virginia today. We got about an hour left. She's gonna go ahead and do her pre-trip and check call. So I figured I'd come out here because Lopez, if you all remember Lopez from, I don't know, something in Spanish, that guy, he pointed out, talking about showing you guys or giving you guys some pointers in the videos on these trickier loads. Now this is lumber. Usually lumber is a pretty easy basic load, but as you guys can see, it's got some odds and ends, all that good stuff. Now for this right here in front of me, as you can see, I have one belly strap and over here I have another belly strap, and you notice how tall this is. So the belly strap helps hold the center in place. If you have too many stacks or too much weight, it'll kind of bow out the bottom. So these belly straps are there to help prevent that, kind of hold them in place, a little extra cushion. And then you'll see that I have straps over the top. Now this one right here, this one's pretty easy. As you guys can see, there's stuff sticking out at either end, right? And you're not gonna put anything on those ends because it's not gonna cover this whole center. As you can see, there's that top bundle. I kind of use that as reference. So where I threw the additional 3 straps over the top, I wanted to make sure that I got everything below in the straps as well. And I wanted to make sure that I did it in the meatier parts. As you guys can see, this is where they had the spacings. Spacings right here, spacings. And then there's spacing here, that one kind of oddball. But I went off the spacings too, so that way it helps hold this. Now this one over here, I'm not too fond of this one just because of how many bundles it is and how tall it is. But you got to work with what you got and what the customer gives you, right? So, but I did the same thing, 3 straps over the top. Now, what is it, lumber usually it's every 8 foot, but because it's so tall and the amount of weight, I went with 3 straps. Better safe than sorry. And then on the back, this is the first time I've had to haul a job sign, but as you guys can see, the sign's for the job site we're going to. And I just put a couple straps across the bottom. Actually, I just did a load check and I had to adjust them a little bit because it was sliding. So I went and redid those. And then this strap over the top, just something extra, nothing too fancy. But I put this through the center in case it did slide, like I said it did earlier. And then this one just kind of helped balance it so it's not trying to teeter-totter. And then this one, I don't know if it's flimsy, it doesn't look too flimsy, but just in case the top was flimsy, this was to help with the wind. That's pretty much about it. Ugh, talk about the wind. And then lastly, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus on this one, but if you guys can learn from my mistake, it'll help you guys out in the end. All right. As you can see, the front, it's 2 pallets. DOT requires you to have 2 straps over the front of pallet ties. Henceforth, why we have 2 straps. But you'll notice this very end right here, see how this is sticking out? It wasn't sticking out when we got loaded. This whole front end is kind of shifted over, as you guys can see. So now it's sticking out past the rubber out, which obviously it's not supposed to do. And now it's trapped these straps on either side. So I can undo them, but I can't get them off until they move this pallet. Now, what I could have done to help prevent that is maybe I could have used an additional 2-inch with 4-inch, or I could put an X. Now the reason why I didn't put an X on this is because you see the height difference between the 2 pallets. Putting an X on it really wouldn't have helped any. But what I could have done is I could have put a horseshoe across the front, and that also would have helped too, to keep it from sliding forward, like you guys can see that it did. And that's my mistake, not putting a horseshoe or something like that on the front of this to prevent it from sliding. And yeah, that's exactly why teams see the harp on forward securement. And as you guys can see, I didn't think it was necessary, and it was necessary. And yeah, that's my mess up. So it's not a DOT requirement, but it is a company requirement. And yeah, so there you go. Threw myself under the bus on that one. But other than that, this is the load. And we'll get to the job site shortly. And So yeah, catch up with you guys there. All right.
I don't know you anymore. It's been a long time since I did. Something is tearing us apart. I don't know what it is, so please just let me know where the wind will blow. I don't know for sure, but if you go, I'll follow you wherever you will go. I don't know about you, babe, but I just wanna know what you've been up to lately. You seem to avoid me. Don't think you can keep messing with my heart. Are we gonna be alright?